Good morning friends. In the previous lecture, we saw equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables. So what are these equations reducible? So in the lecture so far, we have done two methods for solving, actually three methods. We have done the graphical method, I hope you have practiced. Then we have done the elimination method and the substitution method, right? But in that the equations were directly in the solvable form. Now here you can see there is equations where the variables x and y are in the reciprocal. So this is not in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So what we did, we took 1 upon x equal to a, 1 upon y equal to b. So the equation changed from xy to ab. Then we solved the equation in ab and found the value of a and the value of b. But that is not our answer because 1 upon x equal to a. So we got the value of a. The reciprocal of a gives us the value of x. So 1 upon x equal to 6. So x is equal to 1 upon 6. Similarly, b is equal to 4. So y equal to 1 upon 4. So here we used this equation, made it into a reducible form. So when the variable x and y is in the reciprocal, we took 1 upon x equal to a, 1 upon y equal to b and change this equation. So I hope you can recall, until now we have done these three conditions. This is when the lines coincide, infinitely many solutions. Parallel lines, they don't intersect, no solution. And two intersecting lines gives one solution. And then we did the graphical method. We have seen the previous lectures. We did the substitution method and the elimination method. Some equations were direct. Then we did a few problem sums in which we made the equations and then solved the equations. And what are these called? These are called equations in reducible forms. You can see this 4x, but it is 1 upon y. So it is 6 upon y. So 1 upon y we took b and we solved the equation. Now we are going to further try some more different types of reducible sums. Okay? Reducible equations. Okay, now on the board you can see a new type of equation now. What have we got? We have got 5 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon y minus 2 equal to 2. 6 upon x minus 1 minus 3 upon y minus 2 equal to 1. So here you have to again find the value of x and y. So you can see these two equations are different from the equations we have done so far. So how are we going to solve this? So this kind of equations are called equations in reducible forms. So like previously we took, let 1 upon x equal to a. In the book they have mentioned p, but I have taken a. You can change whatever you want. In the previous sum we did, let 1 upon x equal to a. But here I will not take 1 upon x. I have got x minus 1. So I will take, let 1 upon x minus 1 equal to a. I can take a here. But a I am using here for a1, a2. So the book has used p. Let us also use p. So 1 upon x minus 1 is equal to p and 1 upon y minus 2 is equal to q. So these are called equations in reducible forms. Can you notice this? I have got denominator x minus 1. So I took 1 upon x minus 1 equal to p and 1 upon y minus 2 equal to q. So this equation now becomes 5p plus 1 upon minus q equal to 2 and 6p minus 3q equal to 1. So we have changed the form of the equation. 1 upon x minus 1 is p. So 5 into this is equal to 5p plus q equal to 2 and 6p minus 3q equal to 1. Now we can solve this with any method, elimination or substitution. This time we will go for the substitution method. Elimination is easier, but I will go for the substitution. So this is the equation implies q is equal to, because q is alone here, I will write 2 minus 5p goes on that side, becomes minus 5p. So from the first equation I got q is equal to 2 minus 5p. You can do any method you want. I am going for substitution. Now to replace this value in the second equation. So this becomes now 6p minus 3. What is the value of q? 2 minus 5p equal to 1. So we have 6p minus, open the bracket, 3 2s are 6, minus 3 to minus 5 plus 15p equal to 1. Implies 6p plus 15p, 21p equal to, minus 6 goes on that side, becomes 7, implies p equal to 7 upon 21, which gives us p equal to 1 upon 3. Clear? So I use the substitution method. I got p equal to 1 upon 3. After I have found p, let me find q. So I will put this value of p in the second equation. So 6 into p, that is 1 upon 3, minus 3q equal to 1. 3 1s are, 3 2s are, implies 2 minus 3q equal to 1. Implies minus 3q equal to 2 goes on this side, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, implies q equal to minus 1 upon 3. The minus sign get cuts, I get q equal to 1 upon 3. So what I have got? P equal to 1 upon 3, even q equal to 1 upon 3. Both we have got p and q 1 upon 3. So I have solved the sum so far, but the sum is not done yet. So we have solved it so far, the sum is not done yet. Why the sum is not done yet? We have to find this yet. So you can see now 1 upon x minus 1 equal to p. So we get 1 upon x minus 1 is equal to p. What is the value of p? 1 by 3. So taking the reciprocal, we get x minus 1. I took the reciprocal, I took this numerator on the top, equal to, so x minus 1 upon 1 equal to 3. Implies x equal to, minus 1 goes on this side, so 1 plus 3 is 4. So I got the value x equal to 4. In the similar way, let me find out this one. 1 upon q minus 2 equal to q. Q is 1 upon 3. Taking the reciprocal, q minus 2 equal to 3. Implies q is equal to, sorry, not q. This is y. So y minus 2 and y is equal to 5. So we have got the value for x and y. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. But how did we solve this? So in the previous lectures you saw we had 1 upon x and 1 upon y, which we took a and b. But here we have got 1 upon x minus 1, 1 upon y minus 2. But not to worry, this denominator and this denominator is the same if you notice. And even these two are the same. So what we took, let 1 upon x minus y equal to p, 1 minus y minus 2 equal to q. And then we got this equation. Using substitution, I found out the value of p and q, but the sum is not done yet. Then I put the value of p in this equation, solve and get x equal to 4. Put the value of q in this equation, solve it and get y is equal to 5. So now, if you see the previous lectures, there are many different types of sums we have come across, and we have solved the sums to get the answer. So what is this called? These are called equations in reducible forms. So now if you see the previous lectures, you will find lot of this sums this type, but I have changed the sum continuously. Yes, I have constantly changed the sums and solved it so you can understand different methods. Now let us see one more type of sum. As you can see now, this is another type of sum. 2xy upon x plus y equal to 3 upon 2, xy upon 2x minus y equal to minus 3 upon 10. Now how will we solve this equation? Here we have got x plus y, but here we have got x into y. So you can see this is one more type of sum. So we have to think of a method to solve this sum, how to get it into the reducible form. So once we reach the reducible form, from there we can solve the equation, but we have to find out how to reach. What we take? Can we take let 1 upon x plus y equal to p, let 1 upon 2x minus y equal to q? That will not work here. That method will not work here. So we have to think of something new. So I'll now show you the method. This is a new type of sum, but we have covered almost all the different type of sums. So let us see how we will solve this sum. We have got xy here and xy here. we should have that in the denominator. So what I am first do, I will take the reciprocal. So taking the reciprocal, I get x upon y upon 2xy equal to 2 upon 3. What I have done? Taken the reciprocal. So what I have done? X plus y upon 2xy reciprocal equal to 2 upon 3. Now what I will do here? The denominator I will separate. Common denominator. So what I have taken? X upon 2xy plus y upon 2xy equal to 2 upon 3. Now you will see why I did this. Here, or I could do first step. Okay, let me do the first step. This 2 is in multiplication here. I will remove this 2 and take it into, sorry, is in division here. I will take it into multiplication here. So this becomes 4 upon 3. Okay, I'll write that step down so you can see the step fully. This is 2xy equal to 2 upon 3 reciprocal. Now I'll do the first step, x upon y upon xy. 2 goes in multiplication, becomes 4 upon 3. Now I separate them. Separate them means the denominator. So x upon xy plus y upon xy becomes 4 upon 3. So here the x and x gets cut. Here the y and the y gets cut. So what I am left with? 1 upon y plus 1 upon x equal to 4 upon 3. So what I did here? So can we do the same thing here? Can you try the same thing here? You need to work out in the same way. You can pause the video, try on your own and then check. Taking the reciprocal, 2xy upon xy equal to minus 10 upon 3. Now here I am not going to change anything because it's already xy. So 2x upon xy minus y upon xy equal to minus 10 upon 3. The x and x gets cut, the y and y gets cut. So what are we left with? 2 upon y minus 1 upon x equal to minus 10 upon 3. So after we did this till here, we came to which form? We have just come to the reducible form. So you can see I had to modify this, and how I did it. So this is a totally different type of sum. xy I brought in the reciprocal. The 2 I multiplied it with 4 upon 3, only xy left. Then I separated it and I got in this form. So now you know what you are supposed to do. We say let 1 upon y equal to p and 1 upon x equal to q. Or other way around, you can call 1 upon y equal to q and 1 upon x equal to p. Your choice, whatever. Okay. So after you do this, what are the equations becoming the new form now? 1 upon x, that is q, and p. So 1 upon x is p. So we get q plus p equal to 4 upon 3. And this I will write as clearly in multiplication as 3q plus 3p equal to 4. Second one here, 2 upon y, that is q. So this becomes 2q minus 1 upon x is p minus p equal to minus 10 upon 3. On multiplying I get 6q minus 3p equal to minus 10. Is it clear what I did? So I made this form, and now this is minus 3 plus 3 and minus 3. So I can just add the 2. So I'll just add it. So minus 3p, this gets cut. This becomes 9q. 9q. 3 plus 6, 9q. 4 minus 10 is minus 6. So q equal to minus 6 upon 9, or q is equal to minus 2 upon 3. So the value of q is minus 2 upon 3. After we get the value of q, we will find the value here. We will put it here in this equation. 3, q is how much? Minus 2 upon 3 plus 3p equal to 4. This gets cut. So minus 2 plus 3p equal to 4 implies 3p equal to 6 implies p is equal to 6 upon 3. So p is equal to 2. Okay. So we got q equal to minus 2 upon 3 and q is equal to 2. but the sum is not done here yet. So have you followed the steps what I did? I reached here, I took 1 upon q, 1 upon y equal to q, 1 upon x equal to p. So this equation changed, q plus p equal to 4 upon 3. This 3 I multiplied here, so I got 3q plus 3p equal to 4. Then this equation changed, 2 upon y, that is 2q minus p equal to minus 10 upon 3. This I multiplied here, so I got 6q minus 3p equal to minus 10. One is positive, one is negative, same value, 3p minus 3p. So I added them. 3q plus 6q is 9q. This got cut, 4 minus 10 is minus 6. So q is minus 6 upon 9. So I got q equal to minus 2 upon 3. This value I put in this equation, I got p equal to 2. But the sum isn't done yet. Why? Because we got the value of p and q, we have to get the value of x and y. So 1 upon x equal to p, but p is equal to 2. Implies the reciprocal. 1 upon x means the reciprocal p. The reciprocal p, this means 1 upon p. So x is 1 upon 2 and y is the reciprocal of this. So y is minus 3 upon 2. So I hope you saw this sum carefully and understood there are so many different type of sums. You have to change them, bring it into simple form, then put the values down, bring it into the reducible form. So this is the reducible form. This is the standard equation. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0, but here I got 3q plus 3p equal, means the variable is there, two variables, two equations, solving them. So what we have seen so far, the graphical method, the substitution method, the elimination method, and different type of sums in reducible form. Everywhere it is not in the form ax plus by plus c. So we have to change the form accordingly and bring it into the standard form. And once you reach the standard form, then you can use the formula and solve the sum. So there are different type of sums we have done here. I'll give you some for practice also. So you will try out the sums on your own. If you have not understood the method, then you need to see the video all over again and try to understand how these sums are done. So some equations were in the direct form and some were in the reducible form. Now we are going to do the method of cross multiplication. Now we'll try to derive which method, the cross multiplication method. Okay, so we have done the graphical method, the substitution method, the elimination method. Today we are now going to do the cross multiplication method. First we'll try to derive the whole method and then we'll see the short form. Okay. So let us say we want to solve this sum by elimination method. So if you want to find the x, you have to eliminate the y. If you want to find the y, you have to eliminate the x. So first let us find x by eliminating the y. How will we eliminate y? This is 3y, this is 4y. LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So when they both become 12, then you can eliminate them. Right? But how do they both become 12? So I multiply this equation by 4. So 4 3s are 12. And I multiply this equation by 3. So 3 4s are 12. So I get 5 into 4 x. Can you see 5 into 4 x plus 3 into 4 y equal to 35 into 4. Now you will think, why I am writing it in this way? Okay? So you will see why I am writing it this way. Why I am not writing 5 4s are 20? I have kept 5 into 4 as it is. Here 2 into 3x plus 4 into 3y equal to 28 into 3. Now what is 3 into 4? 12. Y. 4 into 3, 12y. So eliminate them both. Let us subtract it. So minus, minus, minus. What do you get? 5 into 4 minus 2 into 3 x. Okay, 5 into 4 minus 2 into 3x. This gets cut, eliminated, equal to 35 into 4 minus 28 into 3. So x is equal to 35 into 4 minus 28 into 3 upon, this comes down in denominator, 5 into 4 minus 2 into 3. Okay? So this is which form? This is the standard form. We got the answer by elimination method. Right? So you understood what I did? I multiplied this by 4 equations. So 5 into 4x plus 3 into 4y equal to 35 into 4. 3 into 2, 2 into 3x plus 4 into 3y equal to 28 minus 3. Now this is 3 4s are 12, 4 3s are 12, so I subtract them. So I get this x, this gets eliminated and this is remaining. So x is equal to this upon this. Now if I want to write in the standard form, what I need to see here, let this be a1x plus b1y equal to c1. Or I should write minus c1 equal to 0, I'll write equal to c1. And a2x plus b2y equal to c2. Now try putting the same equation in this form. So what did you get here? 35 is c1. Okay, and this one is how much? a1, c2. So you can get x is equal to 35 into 4. So what have we got here? This is 35, that is c1, into 4, that is b2. So we got c1 b2 minus c1 b2, 35 to 4 minus c2 b1 upon 5 4s are a1 b2 minus 2 3s are a2 b1. So this is the form we got. How we find x? c1 b2 minus c2 b1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So what I did here was elimination method. I multiplied this by 4 and this equation by 3. I solved this, the y got eliminated, x remained, I brought it down. But if I have to write in the form, I get this form. Now let us do the same thing for the y also. This time we eliminate the x. So how do I eliminate the x? Have you understood this? I'm going to rub this off now. For the other one, for eliminating x, I have to multiply this by 2. 5 2s are 10 and this by 5. 2 5s are 10. So the equation becomes 5 into 2x. 5 into 2x plus 3 into 2y. 3 into 2y equal to 35 into 2. And this one, 5 into 2 or 2 into 5, I'll write it the other way around, 2 into 5x, 2 into 5x plus 2 into 4y equal to 28 into 5. Elimination and subtraction. So the x part gets cut. What remains? 3 into 2y, sorry, 3 into 2, 3 into 2 minus 2 into 4 y. This is y common equal to 35 into 2 minus 28 into 5. So y is equal to 35 into 2 minus 28 into 5 upon 3 into 2 minus 2 into 4. So how do I write the y? Y is equal to 35 into 2 means C1A2 minus 28 into 5 C2A1 upon 3 into 2 B1A2 or A2B1 minus 4 into 2. 4 into 2 into 4 it is. Sorry. No, this equation is multiplied by 5. This was not 2, this was 5. Sorry, I made an error. This is 5 into 4. So it's 5 into 4. So 5 into 4 is how much? A1 B2. A1 B2. So we have done the elimination, eliminated y and got the value of x in this form. So which are the two equations now? So when you do the multiplication method, you write a1x plus b1y equal to c1, a2x plus b2y equal to c2. To find the x, you have to multiply c1 into b2 minus c2 into b1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Okay? And here to find y, you have to find it like this. So here I use the elimination method, but this is the derivation part. Now how will we remember it directly? What is the method to understand or remember it directly? So we'll see what method we shall use to get the same form. Okay? Because this is a long method, you don't have to use this method. You have to only use this formula. So we'll find a shorter way to write the formula. Okay? So how will we write the formula in a shorter way? Let us see. We got a1x plus b1y. Now what we'll do, equal to c1. I'll take the c1 on this side, minus c1 equal to 0. And a2x plus b2y minus c2 equal to 0. Actually this should write plus c1 and plus c2. It makes no difference, you have to just take the c1 and c2 on the other side. So these are the two standard equations. Remember, this is the soluble form, this was a sum, but just now we just come to this equation. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Now how do we get this form? So the shorter method to understand is, you have to write this as x upon. What will you write? X upon, because the order has to be followed. What is the order? The order is like this. You go straight, 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 and here. This is the order to be followed. So we go for x. How to find the x? Hide the x part. So because you have got this x, we are finding the x here, you hide this part. So what is left here? See the coefficient you get, you will write this b1, b2, c1, c2. Are you following what I did here? I have written x upon. This is the method we have to write. How we write here? We got the equation in this form. X upon, cover the x part. So you get b1, b2, c1, c2 equal to y upon. Okay? So this time you cover the y part. But you will not write this numbers first. You have to follow this order. I told you, you have to go in a serial order. So you will write here c1, c2, sorry, not upon, c1 and c2, and then you will write a1 and a2 equal to 1 upon the constant term. There is no x value, so you will write 1. X will write 1. So this time we hide the c1, c2. So what I get? a1, a2, b1, b2. So what I have done here, I have written this x, b1, b2, c1, c2. I have written the y, c1, c2, a1, a2. Go in the order. Then 1, a1, a2, b1, b2. Done? And now you will multiply this first and subtract. You will multiply this first and subtract. Multiply this first and subtract. So if you do that, what will you get? You can check out what will you get. X upon b1 c2 minus b1 c2 minus b2 c1 equal to y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1 equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Got this? Is it clear? So how will you write here? You will write a1x b1, you will take this on this side c1 and the equations. So I wrote this. So x, I hide this b1 b2 c1 c2. Then y I hide c1 c2 a1 a2, and this I hide 1 upon a1 a2, and I cross multiply. And now you can see, if I want to find the x, these are all equal. So let me remove this. What is x? This denominator here will go in numerator. So you get x equal to b1 c2. Okay, here the sign is negative. Why? Because we took the minus, otherwise it should be how much? we should have the x equal to, what should the x be equal to? b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon this one, a1 b2 minus a2 b1. And what is y equal to? c1 a2 minus c2 a1 upon the same thing, a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Okay, so now we will not remember this form, but you will remember this form. The answer will be the same, but this is the method. So now understand the method again. How do you write the cross multiplication? How do you write the cross multiplication? You will write a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. You move it on this side. a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Write the two equations one upon the other like this. Then what is the cross multiplication method? You will write x upon and remove the x. You will write b1 b2 as in the order and c1 c2. Then that equal to y upon order c1 c2 a1 a2 equal to 1 upon a1 a2 b1 b2. Then you will multiply this first minus multiplication of this. So you get x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 equal to y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1 equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now we get reached here. So how do we find the x? We remove this. To find the x, just take this in the multiplication here. So 1 into this you will get b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon this. So this is how we get it. Now we'll use this and get our answer. So let us do this same sum by this method. X upon, I will write. So first I will write this in the standard form. Okay. Now I am going to do the same sum with this method. Minus 35 equal to 0. Minus 28 equal to 0. So now I don't need this. This equation I have changed. We had 5x plus 3y equal to 35, so I got minus 35. 2x plus 4 equal to 28, so it's minus 28. And now let us do the same sum by the method. So x upon, so x we remove. What we write? 3, 4, minus 35, minus 28. Equal to y upon, follow the order, y minus 35, minus 28 and 5 and 2 equal to 1 upon, remove this, 5, 2, 3 and 4. Did you follow this? So what I did, I used this method now. It was equal to 35, I brought the 35 on this side, so minus 35, so I got this form. Equal to 28, I brought the 28 on this side, so minus 20, so a1x plus b1y plus c1 c2 equal to 0. This form. Now how do I write in this form? I have written here, and now we solve it. So what will we get? X upon 28 3s are minus 84 minus 34 4s are minus 140. Remember, don't forget the sign. 3 into minus 28 minus 84 minus 4 into minus 35 is minus 140 equal to y upon minus 35 into 2 minus 70 minus 28 5s are again minus 140. Okay, equal to 1 upon 5 4s are 20 minus 6. So what did we get? Here x upon minus 84 minus 140 means plus 140. So 140 minus 84. How much is that? 56 equal to y upon minus 70 minus 140. 140 minus 70 is 70 equal to 1 upon 20 minus 6 is 40. So your x is equal to, take the 56 here. So 56 upon 14 implies x is equal to 4. Y is equal to, y is equal to 70 you take here, 70 upon 14 implies y is equal to 5. So I have solved this equation by which method? The cross multiplication method. If you have understood, it is fine. If you have not understood, don't worry. Rewind this video, see the video again 2-3 times, and you will understand how to use the cross multiplication method. So I'm going to end the lecture here, but you have to practice this method a few times till you understand what formula you are supposed to use. Thank you.